closing up the shop there. So I got a hold of a customer who shared a strange, creepy story with us out of San Bernardino County here in Southern California. I didn't show his face, but he shared his story with me, and he kind of jumps around a little bit between Lytle Creek, which is a particular area, and then he talks about this wash experience area that he had. It's out there, you know. It's up to you if you want to believe it or not, but I was just happy he shared. So this is what it is, kind of raw, unedited, and check it out.
Nah, the hell no.
Yeah, so you're telling me about Lytle Creek right now? You're gonna say something?
So like I already experienced a bunch of stuff with so as far as the information I know is experiences that I've noticed that I've probably been exposed to it. I just didn't notice until I started watching the videos. But on one of the occasions, I know that they make a baby noise or something, so you could, or like they make a noise so you could get closer. And I heard that before up in Lytle Creek, where one day I was with a friend and we were walking, and we could clearly hear somebody, and it seemed like it was asking for help. And when we got closer, it just went silent. And then we were like, and then we walked back, and then once again, help. But it sounded like an animal sound, dog. It was like an animal sound. So.
And that was during the day or night?
That was during the day, bro.
Right.
During the day, but it was in the top where the road ends, in Lytle Creek, where the road ends, it's just nothing but dirt. So like you start, like it was through there. And then another experience was the experience that the one that tripped me out the most is because somebody had told me that there was somebody that was over 400 years old that used to walk around at night, and be careful with that person, because it'll eat you. That's what they were telling. That's what the dude told me, that it'll eat. It tends to eat human flesh. So I was like, whatever, bro. You know, I was like, man, this was, you know, there's a lot of crackheads in San Bernardino, you know.
Yeah.
But the experience. So one day, I was watching a video, and I heard that they crawl on the floor. Like usually they crawl on the floor, and like that's what you know. So I heard that same day I kind of heard. Somebody crawling towards my car. I could hear like a scraping noise. Like it was gravel and dirt.
Where were you this time?
I was right there at the wash in San Bernardino, off of Orange Show and and Hillcrest.
Okay.
So it's Orange Show, and like there's two streets, Hillcrest and Orange Show, but it's like the far end where the wash is at.
Yeah.
So
is there like a homeless around there? Or
nah, so usually there's people camping there usually, bro. But there was a specific lady. Well, it looked like a lady. Well, she was crawling, and like it was going towards my truck. I had a Dodge Ram back then.
Day, night? Or?
It was at nighttime.
Yeah.
So I had pulled up.
Around what time you think?
It was like around 11 at night, bro. Around 11. I had pulled up, and it's crazy because on my windshield the night before, dog, I don't know if you've seen this, but there was like drips, like somebody had drooled all over my windshield, and there was like paws, dog. Have you ever seen those paws with the like they put the little frogs and shit, and they put the little stickers? It looks like somebody's like
oh yeah, the prints.
But that shit was different, bro, because this shit looked like it was a slime, like this 3 fingers, like 4 fingers, like a slime. And it was drool. And I seen a video of some dude that he said that he was. I just looked it up because it creeped me out, bro. I was like, what the fuck? That looks like somebody crawled on my fucking window. The thing is, I have felt this in my truck. And then and so that back to the Lytle Creek one. I mean to the wash. And it was right that same situation that I just mentioned happened near the wash too. So a couple days later, so I hear somebody like dragging on the floor, right? And so I was like skeptical. I was like, what the fuck? What's this? Who's this person? I heard it. I looked through because I was in the driver's side. I heard somebody coming through the passenger side, like crawling, bro. Like literally, like I don't even know how they were. Fuck, how that shit was on the floor. It looked like it had no bones, bro, like that. So there was a big old tree. There's a big old tree, and I'm gonna send you a picture if I go back. I'm gonna send you a picture of the spot. There's a big old tree, right? She's crawling. I get out. I had a machete on me because usually I get attacked a lot at night. Like usually people are trying to go through my truck and shit. So
yeah,
I had
you
a
told me
little
you had
machete
some stuff happen. They try to
before.
take. Yeah.
Because they tried to steal from me before.
Yeah.
So I got out and I was like, who the fuck's this? I was like, what the fuck are you? And I hit the shit on the floor. I hit the machete on the floor to try to scare it. And this just screamed at me, dog. But the thing about it, when it screamed, like she had teeth under her teeth, like behind. Like it looked like her fucking, her mouth was full of teeth. All the way to the throat, dog. Teeth all the way to the throat, my boy. And that shit, I was like, what the fuck? It was nighttime, so I thought I was tripping. And it was coming. So like she crawled behind the tree, right? The thing crawled behind the fucking tree, dog. And I was with my machete, dog, and I was like, now come outside. I was like, who the fuck are you? Right? I don't know what the fuck I said. I said something like show yourself. What the fuck, you know? And then the bitch started walking, dog. Like it was just like nothing was wrong with her. First she looked like she had no limbs, dog. And then she was walking, but it was weird because she had another set of feet on her. Like she was walking, but she had feet right here, dog.
Like on her knees?
Like on her knees, like toes sticking out like this on her knees. I don't know if it's a mutation, like defect, or maybe it was a birth defect. I was just trying to like, in my head I was like maybe she had like fucked up teeth, or maybe she had a birth defect in my head, dog. But so I got back in my car. I was like, you better get the fuck away from me. I'm hitting the machete on the floor, on the pavement in the middle of the street, because she walked towards the middle of the street. Looked like she was coming towards me.
So it looked like a woman.
It looked like a woman, but it was like, but it was like the face, dog. The face didn't look human, bro. Like it looked like it wanted to be like a human, you know. So dog, like, so I hit the thing, and right, so I'm like, all right. To me, I was like, man, it's probably some crackhead, probably trying to fuck my car up or something, dog, you know. So whatchamacallit, I took off, and this thing yelled at me, bro. Like literally, dog. The way this thing yelled at me, it was like an animal. Like it sounded like it was a fucking like a horrible fool. Like it was like if it was because I started mentioning Jesus Christ. I started mentioning the word, bro. I was like, man. I remember I said something. I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, you know what? Jesus is coming soon. I said, if you're a fucking demon, because when it started yelling at me, it sounded like some movie, like the movies fucking, like the Exorcist movies, some shit like that. And so I'm leaving, and these black dudes come out, right? These fucking black dudes come out, and sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
No, you good.
But these black dudes come out, right? They're mechanics. They're across the way. They're mechanics, and he said, they said to me, I don't know what the fuck you said to that thing, but you pissed it the fuck off. And those dudes are around there, and they're always watching, dog.
Yeah.
They're always fucking watching, dog. Those people are always like, because there's people always asking them for water. I could tell, like, because I park right there sometimes, because it's trailers, and I do work on trailers sometimes, you know. So I do portable welding, and so that was my encounter that day.
And that's San Bernardino County.
That's San Bernardino County, bro, and Orange, by the Orange Show. It's a little street, Hillcrest and Orange Show. It's like it curves in like this. Like when you hit, it's on Arrowhead, you hit Orange Show. Say you're going south on Arrowhead from Mill Street. If anybody from San Bernardino knows, you're heading south on Mill Street on Arrowhead, passing Mill Street, going toward Orange Show, which there's a Target in the corner. So there's an Orange Show, then you make a left, and it curves in like this towards a wash. And it's crazy, bro, because like I had seen that shit before. Like that night when I felt it, when I felt this on my truck, like somebody was walking on my shit. Like I didn't pay too much. I was like, it's probably like a bird or something. But when I see the fucking drool, and then I looked up a video, dog, that I just came across that fucking video, dog. How the fuck did I come across that video, dog? Yeah. That there's those shit are that, because it looked like how, you know, have you ever seen that one where there's like a skinwalker climbing on the side of a building? Have you seen that video?
Yeah.
Well, that's how the paws look, bro. It looked like that, dog. It looked like it had 4 fingers, like a thumb and 3 fingers, and it was drooling on the top. Like it looked like this, dog. Like it was, cause sometimes I sleep in my truck, so like this shit looked like it was drooling, like looking at me, dog. And that shit, that's why it scared the fuck out of me when I seen that, when I heard that. And then the thing about it, that like around that same week, that's when I heard that other dude tell me That's when I heard that other dude tell me, like, there was this dude on a bicycle, and then he came up to me, asked me for a cigarette. I told him I don't smoke, and he's like, hey, be careful out here, because I don't know if you know, but there's something out here that likes to eat. Like, there's been a couple homeless people that disappeared. And it was like the dude told me this shit, dog. Like, the fool told me this shit, and he was like, and then I showed him, I was like, yeah, bro, like the other day I feel like somebody was crawling, and I heard a noise, like I heard like some shit like that, dog. But it was like a noise, like it's like an animal noise, dog. Yeah. It's like an animal. It tries to sound human, but it's an animal, dog. Wow. I know that shit was real, dog.
Yeah,
because I wasn't tripping, dog. Because when I looked at that video, and the guy was like the guy's like skinwalker looking at me at night, and he had his car, right, and he had the same fucking drools that I had on my fucking windshield, dog. And a couple days later, that chick tried to crawl towards my fucking truck, dog.
Wow. Hey, well, yeah, no, this came to mind because I remember you telling me about this, and I recently seen a YouTube video where this guy's talking about, he's getting interviewed, and he's talking about San Bernardino County, but I forget where exactly. I think it's a little more towards the foothills or mountains. And he was talking about that the police were kicking out a lot of the homeless people and pushing them up that way, and that they were disappearing. People were disappearing, and people were talking about these like dogmen type.
Oh yeah. So in Lido Creek, that's the thing. There's and people disappear all the time in Lido Creek, dog, because there's a village supposedly, but it's not a regular village. This village is like it's like, have you ever seen the movie like the fucking whatchamacallit, the Smurfs? Mm-hmm. Kind of like that, bro, but it's demonics, and supposedly like when they go to the campfires, and people disappear on the campfires too, dog. Well, it's like when the prisoners, they go to the fucking, like, say there's a fire, they take prisoners to the camps, dog, and then that's where the people say they hear the most shit out of there, dog.
Yeah, weird.
It's Lido Creek is haunted, fools, because there's a lot of shit going on there.
Yeah, I've been there. That's where I first learned how to blast.
Yeah,
pops.
Oh yeah. Me too. I used to go and take my gun out there, bro.
Right on. Well, appreciate you sharing that, man, and yeah, be safe out there, bro.
Yeah, for sure, bro.